Alright, y'all. I want to talk to y'all real quick. Listen up. You feel that? That's me at a critical time at this moment right now, where I'm just clarity, getting that clarity of my mind, clarifying some things. I just got off of just doing 25 push-ups, 25 crunches, 25 squats. And let me say something to y'all. This moment right now that you're living in, man, is critical. Don't take nothing for granted. But also, don't let this time pass you by. Each moment you have to live. Yo, don't matter if you ain't got money in your pocket, man. Don't matter if you ain't got money in your pocket. It don't matter if you done paid your bills and you done paid, you paid off everything, car note, mortgage, whatever, you paid it all off. And you ain't got really much left. You may got $5 or $10 left in your pocket. Life is not over from that point. Stop looking at your life like there is a limit. Just like there's a limit to money. Actually, money can come in abundance, to be honest with you. But that's how you should also look at your life too. There is optimism between each line and each footstep of your life. Stop looking at that there is limits. Stop looking at that there is boundaries. Stop putting boundaries on your life. Stop putting limits on your life. You have a chance to make it. You feel me? Listen, I'm not here to tell you or to reassure you that things are going to be alright. Things ain't going to be alright. You're going to go through a rough period in your life, man. You're going to not like what it is you will experience moving forward. I cannot guarantee you that life is going to be alright, that you're going to be alright. You have to know that within yourself. You have to feel that within yourself. One thing you should not be doing is putting limits and looking forward to boundaries. Take control of your life. Master control of discipline. You will move forward. I speak everything into existence because I believe in myself. I don't speak things into existence because, it's trendy or something like that, or because, I want so desperately to live a lifestyle like how everybody else that's famous is living. I believe in myself. You know that when things come true, when your dreams come true, when you speak things into the universe and they come alive, you know that that's all you. That's the powers of God that believe in you. Do you know that? Do you actually know that you manifest some great things in your life because you're where you're at? You need not to put things and limitations on yourself and your being. You are infinite. Infinity and beyond. That's why I named my company I Stand to Rise as Creation. The company may not, do great in revenue or whatever the case. You're not going to start out doing a big bang job. It's going to be hard trying to manage your own. It's going to be hard trying to fend for yourself out here. It's going to be hard. Life is going to be hard. It's going to be hard. It's going to be rough. It's going to be folks that's going to tear you down, man. They're not going to want to see you rise higher. It's going to be folks that's not going to support you in nothing. They're going to look at what you do as just another novelty act or something. There's people out here that don't believe in you. But the one person that should not fall out of believing in themselves is you. Get your head right. Get your heart right. Go for it. Do your due diligence. Walk with certainty in God. Be confident within yourself. Most importantly, believe in yourself. You have an obligation. You don't have an obligation to everybody. You have an obligation to yourself. Push. 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 And when you feel that stone move in your graces, when you feel that stone, when you feel that piece of mountain that you were able to move, you believe that the powers of God will see you push on through. This world is a vicious one, man. It's a vicious, that's why we say it's a vicious cycle out here. But that's just what it is. Everybody's in the same sort of mind frame. That it all for self. That's it. The bottom line, the truth of the matter is everybody's for self. That's the realism of it. Everybody's for self. There's a little bit of selfishness within selflessness. And in a way, that's okay to be selfish in a way, because you have to take care of yourself. No one's going to do it for you. No one's going to hold your hand across the street. You have to look both ways before you cross. You have to know your direction. You have to know the difference between right and left. You have to know the difference between what's up and what's down. North, south, east, and west. You have to know your direction. No one's going to hold your hand, man. No one's going to hold your hand. Seriously. No one's going to hold your hand. So in a way, you have to be selfish. You have to be selfish to take care of yourself. But along the way, you learn that when you grow and you develop and you have a heart for humanity, and because that's what was in you beforehand, that's who you were about, then your selflessness kick in. You become selfless of others. Because what was neglected, what others neglect to do for you, you are able to do for others now. And let me just go back to saying that it don't so much take an abundance of finances. The mere fact that you only have $5 in your pocket and you're able to give your last to someone who is in need in the streets says something about you. Sometimes you don't even question what that person is doing, where they're going, what they're going to do with that $5. You just know that in your heart, you gave. In your heart, it was for you. At that moment, it was a lesson. Am I a giving person, or am I a person who takes? Well, one thing's for sure, I'm going to take back my life. That's what you have to more so believe in yourself. That's where you have to be the taker. You have to take back your life. As far as giving, you give inspiration. You give motivation like I'm doing with this video. You give information to others. What it is that help you through and what you learn from, you spread it. You spread that positive message on to other people. And that's basically where this video is basically going to, that's the direction that it's going. Because how you feel about yourself, you spread it. You give other people that positive message. You give other people that confidence. Along the way, you're going to be walking alone. Along the way, you're going to walk alone. Oh, believe me, trust me, you're going to walk alone. Everybody's going to feel alone at some point. There's people that have an abundance of friends. There's people who have a flourishing family all around them. But you yourself as an individual, you will walk alone at some point in your life, and you will feel the disadvantage and the advantage of how it feels to be alone. And it's okay, because at that very moment, you have clarity of your mind. You're able to clarify some things. You're able to give your all to the universe. It's okay to feel alone. Because when I feel alone, I can exercise my mind. I can exercise my heart. Alone, you're going to be alone. I feel like for me, it's an advantage to be alone. It's more of an advantage than it's a disadvantage to be alone. Because I don't have people in my way. I don't have a whole lot of voices in my ear telling me I can't do, it's not possible. All these negative things, they not whispering all those things in my ear. I don't have that. And if I do come across that, I will tell myself not to listen. Matter of fact, I will ignore you. I'm not going to listen. That's how my mind is programmed. That's how I'm programmed. What's here in the now is what I need to achieve. This is what I need to partake. I believe in myself. It's not that I don't care about people in general. I don't care about most of the things that spring up out of nowhere, especially negative energy. I don't care about it. Most of the time I don't watch the news. Most of the time I don't get into celebrity gossip and all that other stuff. I don't have no time for it. I don't get into family issues and things like that. That's your problem. And I know you're saying to yourself, well, that's your family. We're supposed to care about our family. Well, where are they when you were going through things? Where were they when you had your problems? When you was at your point when you were down? And I'm talking about not just family, just anybody in general. So we need to stop thinking that we need to be selfless to everybody. Even though, like I said, I always preach positivity, and I always Spread that positive energy about. But let me just say this to you. Selflessness is not for everybody. Everybody doesn't deserve your positive energy. Because sometimes they want to X you out of the equation. They don't understand you enough that they're just not trying to hear anything you do or say. Better yet, they could care less about what you do or say. Because you're a novelty act. And that's how they look at you. Well, I got news for you. This is really who I am. Life is teaching me a whole lot. And there's a whole lot of lessons to be learned about this life period and what I'm living. So you can ignore the great one. But it takes ignorance to create one. And I stand to rise as creation is definitely, my friends, the living proof. The name, within the name itself, says it all. Whether I turn it into a company or not, I stand to rise as creation means